This is the story of Wang Ling, who was a lazy and useless student, but he awakened the Demon King's power. Because of this, he could change time and space however he wanted, and even when he was born, he walked out of his mother's womb, but he only cared about noodles. So when a giant frog attacked his city, and because of it, his noodles fell down. Wang finished that S-rank monster in just one kick, but he kept his abilities secret, so that he could live an ordinary life. And then Wang was going to school, and today was his first day, but there. His seniors started bullying him because his force value was the lowest, and they demanded all his money. But suddenly a fire attack fell on those bullies, and this attack was done by the school's most beautiful girl, Sun Rong. Seeing her, all the bullies ran away in fear, and after they left, she told Wang that she would always protect him, but Wang handed her 10 rupees, implying no one would even buy her for 10 rupees, and he left from there. And moments later, the principal appeared before them. He told everyone about the entrance exam, which would measure their spirit force power, and whoever had the highest score would enter the elite class, and the first turn belonged to this idiot who got scared when he went inside and saw a huge frog. This was the spirit of the same frog that Wang had defeated in childhood, but when that idiot punched it, he realized that he was definitely not the hero of this story. And then one by one, all the students were getting crushed until it was Chen Xiao's turn. He unleashed his power and attacked that frog, and he got pushed back by the shock of its force field. But unlike the others, he did not fall to the ground, and his score was 938, which meant his entry was straight into the elite class. But when Sun Rong's turn came, she attacked that frog, and the frog itself was pushed back, which meant she became the first student whose score was 2019, and Wang's turn came at the end, and he wanted to hide his real power so that everyone would think he was normal. But as soon as Wang reached to take the test, the frog sensed him and got scared. It wondered how he got here. And then we see a flashback of what exactly happened that day when Zhuo Yi went to fight the frog. The frog slapped him down with a backhand blow, and then the frog was about to finish Zhuo Yi, but searching for his noodle packet. Wang arrived there, and he defeated that frog with a single kick. While back in the present, that frog was absolutely terrified. Wang kept his force value at the lowest and attacked it, but the signal disappeared just from the impact. Everyone saw that the frog was completely knocked out, and Wang's score was so high that the display fell short. To show it, even though he had not even touched the frog, but that frog started to disappear completely while Sun got suspicious. She felt that something was wrong here, while Wang noticed that the frog was pretending to die so that he would not beat it anymore. Looking at the result, the examiner put him in the elite class, and in the first class, the teacher showed them how they could summon creatures from another dimension using their force level, and the show-off Chen went to display his power. When everyone finally stopped laughing at him, everyone started summoning different things, while Sun had summoned a stray dog, but she wondered exactly how much spiritual power she needed to summon a spirit beast. And then the teacher looked at Wang and she said, "Hey, you fool, why are you not doing anything?" So Wang thought he had to do something too, and when he tried to summon, he could sense many alien beasts nearby, but suddenly there was an explosion, and Wang had summoned that same giant frog. It got scared seeing Wang and begged him to leave it alone, but to save everyone. The teacher used Sun's dog to mix her magic and transformed that frog into a puppy, after which everyone started finding that dog very cute. But Wang was secretly slipping away from there because in reality, he had spent his entire life alone. And when he was about to be born and his father was waiting for him, he saw the nurse coming out of the delivery room after an explosion occurred, and he started crying seeing this. But in reality, his son was not dead, and he had walked straight out of his mother's womb. And after this, the poor guy read his parents' minds every day and saw that they always lied to each other, and they always troubled him with their fights, so to save his parents' marriage. He was viewing many possibilities at once, and in the end, he saw only one best option, and he peed himself. And as he was growing up, his powers kept increasing, and when he was 6 years old, he even defeated that giant frog. So his father did research and experiments on him to create a secret seal so that they could hide his spiritual force. But despite this, his power was so great that the ball broke just by his touch, so his mother always gave him golden pills so that his spiritual force would remain in control while his dad was working on another amulet. His parents loved him very much, but they wanted their son to live an ordinary life too, and that is why they were looking for a way to suppress his power, because even for simple things like when he blows candles on his birthday, he would set the whole house on fire, and when he was 10 years old, almost all of them were about to die just because of his touch. His parents just wanted to give him a happy life where he could stay happy with his friends and family, so spell. Wang also avoided doing such things so that no one would get hurt by his power, even by mistake. Yes, but if ramen noodles are involved, then it is a different matter. While at school, everyone was asking for votes to become class president, but he had no interest in any of this, and he started going to the shop to get ramen. But there a man bought all the items in the shop, and he told everyone that they could take as much stuff as they wanted for free, but in return, they would have to vote for Sun Rong. But seeing this, all the candidates got angry and said that you want to buy votes, which is wrong. But Wang said that I will give you 5 votes in exchange for these 5 noodles. So Sun started thinking why exactly this weirdo was helping her. Seeing Wang getting noodles, the rest of the people also understood that they could get free stuff just by voting for her. But Chen still wanted to defeat her, but whoever was not ready to vote for her, she used her seduction art on them, because of which everyone agreed to vote for her. But these things did not affect Wang, and he left from there. And he had left a golden pill for Sun in exchange for those noodles while in the classroom when the teacher arrived. He saw everyone and understood that Sun had used her seduction art, so he started teaching everyone about it. To use this spell, the user has to give gifts to people and then recite an incantation, after which whoever took the gift came under the user's control. While sitting in the classroom, Sun was looking at Wang only, so Wang felt that. She was still trying to control him, but Sun was looking at him because she felt that Wang liked her. Wang was asking her if she found the golden pill or not, but Sun thought that he was asking her to eat it. But as soon as she ate that pill, Wang understood that a mess was about to happen. As soon as she ate that pill, Sun's spiritual pressure almost ended and her spell broke from everyone. Just then, the teacher called Sun to the front and asked her to demonstrate her art of seduction spell. But when she was going forward, her foot slipped on a can. But fulfilling the school dreams of everyone, Wang looked cool in front of the whole class. But he was not a simp like my friend Nitesh, so he dropped her straight down, after which the teacher asked Wang to recite the incantation of that same spell. But since Sun had accepted the golden pill from Wang, the effect of that spell was only on Sun. After this, the teacher announced that Chen was their class president, while Wang left from there while at night. Sun was thinking that if that weirdo wanted to harm her, then why did he help her? And she was unable to get him out of her mind. The next morning, Chen brought a huge pot for the pill refinery test, and he was sure that seeing his so many balls, Sun would definitely be impressed. What do you mean by that? But when Sun reached school, she came in a limo, and for her welcome, there was a whole band, and 101 people were standing there as if she was the prime minister of a foreign country or something. And what was going on here? Poor Chen said good morning to her, but ignoring him, Sun started calling Wang while looking at her. Wang realized that he had seduced Sun, so he went to her and broke the spell in a single move. While Sun started blushing while in the classroom, the teacher taught them the method to make a golden pill with the speed of a cheetah. But not a single student understood what happened, after which everyone started making golden pills while Sun Rong had brought a refinery machine straight away. But Wang used a microwave to make the golden pill, while Hao had a magic tool, which would automatically control everything and make the pill while Chen's pot exploded right on his face, and the poor guy ran away from there crying. After this, the teacher told everyone that they would wait for 7 hours until the pills got refined, but after everyone left, Wang's dog was thinking of eating that magical tool so that it could slowly increase its power again. But just then, Wang arrived there, seeing whom Froggy 2 started running and Wang chased him. But all this was that dog's plan to get rid of him. But as soon as he turned back, Wang was standing right in front of him and he begged Wang for mercy, but Wang kicked him hard. While Chen was still running because he had asked his father for that pot for this class, and he knew that his father would cut off his neck because that pot was their family treasure, which he had destroyed, and he did not even get first place. While Wang was going somewhere taking Hao's furnace, Hao thought that he was stealing his furnace, and he pointed his poison gun at him. Wang tried to explain to him that Froggy 2 had eaten it, and he was just bringing it back after washing it. But Hao did not believe his words, and seeing such a bad condition of his treasure, he shot him. But Wang dodged his attack, but Chen was coming from behind him, and that poison went straight into his mouth. And some time ago, Chen's mind started going bad while running, and he saw how Sun was going into Wang's arms, so to steal his love was going to kill the one stealing his love. And seeing this, Hao started screaming in fear, after which they took his body to the refinery. Hao told Wang that if he helped him make the antidote, then he would not blame him for stealing his furnace. After this, they gathered all the ingredients and put them in that pot and started making the antidote, but it was going to take 4 hours to complete. And Hao got worried thinking this because their teacher would return in 2 hours, while Froggy 2 had also reached back there, and he was trying to eat that pot again, but Hao attacked him with his seal. And when they went back to check the furnace, they saw that due to Froggy 2's fire, the process had sped up so. They both slammed Froggy on the table and forcibly extracted his power to run the furnace faster, and Wong asked him why he was keeping this power hidden, so Froggy told him that he could speed up timelines and also reverse them. Hearing this, they both understood that they could take advantage of this, so they made 2 antidotes and they checked the antidote on that frog by giving him poison, after which they gave that antidote to Chen. But just then, other teachers and students started coming there, so Hao got scared and went outside to distract everyone, but the teacher did not wait for him even for a second, and she went first to check Hao to see if he had made any pill or not, and Hao was sure that there would be no pill in it, but a golden pill came out of it. So Hao understood that Wang had put his pill in his furnace. And after that, it was Wang's turn. And that teacher started scolding Wang because his pill was burnt, while Hao understood that Wang put his pill in his furnace and his burnt pill in his microwave. And seeing this, Hao felt that Wang was the best friend in this world. But in reality, Wang had done nothing. And when he was washing the pot, the pill was already made in it. And they had made the antidote along with that pill. And his pill did not form because the microwave was also as useless as him, but Wang could not become as useless as Chen and his pot. And when Chen's eyes opened, he saw that his pot had been repaired, and Hao told Chen to thank Wang because he did all this, after which Chen hugged Wang while crying. And the next day after class ended, Sun went straight to Wang and straight away asked him to go on a date tomorrow. While outside the school, 2 killers had come to shoot Sun, but as soon as they fired the bullet, Wang detected it and deflected their bullets with his power. While this scene was going on in the classroom, Ling, please take me with you. Just then their teacher came to the class and called Wang to the office, while Sun was following him, and on the other side, both killers went back from there according to their boss's order, and Froggy was watching all this from a distance. And when Wang said yes to his teacher, Sun thought that he said yes for the date, and she was so popular in school that discussions about her love story started happening in the whole school, and talks were going on that she was dating a boy with force value 5, and this news reached him, who had sent killers to kill Sun, while the teacher took Wang to the principal's office, and Zhuo told the teacher to leave from there and asked Wang if he was the same kid who defeated that demon king years ago in one kick. Zhuo got on his knees and wanted to make him his master, but Wang used 50% of his magic and erased his memory and left from there. And just then Froggy came to him and told him about the assassins, after which poor Wang started having terrible dreams about Sun. But as soon as he looked outside, Sun was really standing outside to take him on a date. After this, when Wang was having breakfast, he thought that his parents would not let him go on a date, but his parents, on the contrary, started telling him to go on the date, and he started suspecting if they were his real parents or not. Before he could say anything, his parents kicked him out of the house, and Sun started calling him to the back seat of her limo, where obviously there was a lot of space, so you understand, right? And after this, they left from there, but those assassins were still following them, and Sun told Wang that she was taking him to a very cool place named Heavenly Paradise Lies, and her family built this property so that she could spend time here with the one she loved. And she had come here for the first time, while Wang Ling made a face as if someone had farted there. But Sun said that she was just joking, and her family had vacated this place for both of them for now. And after reaching there, Sun told all her bodyguards to leave from there so that she could spend time with her future husband. But within 5 minutes, those assassins took down all the bodyguards, and Wang and Sun were just walking when an assassin shot at them. But Wang caught his bullet with his teeth and threw his bullet back into his gun, causing him to fly backwards. And while doing all these things, Sun saw him, but Wang erased her memories too. And on the other hand, the assassin was thinking how these guns had so much recoil. And after this, when they were roaming that place, the assassins were following them, continued chasing them, and kept trying to kill them. But Wang saved Sun again and again, and whenever Sun saw him, he erased her memories, and doing this, night fell, and the assassins started wondering what was going on here. After this, they both got on the rides, and the assassins also reached behind them. Zhuo saw all this and said that Master is in danger, and he called for backup. And when this couple of swans reached the sky, fireworks started. And when Wang's eyes fell on them just then, assassins reached there and put their guns on their heads. Just then, Sun stood up and said that you have come to kill me. Let my friend go. But Wang stood up and with his power threw one assassin away from there. Seeing this, the other assassin got terrified, but he threw him out of the cart too and attacked him with a fire attack, after which even more fireworks started happening there. And Wang asked Sun to promise that she would keep this thing a secret, and it was the first time in his life that he wanted to tell his secret to someone other than his parents. And in this way, their new relationship started. And the next day, Sun reached school, where the teacher told her that the people who tried to kill her were still alive, and they were all making a new plan to kill Sun. But Sun said that she didn't did not remember anything about the attack. Just then, Zhuo reached there and said that you did not see the assassins because I had caught them. And he was saying this because yesterday, Wang had used his power to tell him to remember that he had chased the assassins away. After this, he showed them the shadow kill order and said that for whoever this order is issued, their death is certain. And hearing all this, the assassin's boss felt that it was Zhuo who had ruined his plan, while Zhuo had increased the security of the whole school for Sun's protection, along with outside the school. There is a lot of protection inside the school too, but despite having so much security, a ninja came out from the ground inside the schoolyard whose name was Zhu Fang, and he knocked out the guard with a rubber toy, after which in no time he took out many guards. While inside the hall, another ninja reached, whose name was Zhu Ying, and he threw all the bodyguards out of the windows. But just then, he dodged a chalk attack, and when that chalk hit the wall almost fell down, and this attack was done by Sun's teacher, while Wang Ling got a notification that he had won free noodles, and they would be delivered via drone in 15 minutes. To him, on the other hand, their teacher was dodging all the ninja's attacks, after which that ninja simultaneously attacked him with both his weapons, and at the last moment expanded both weapons, but Zhu Kang broke both his weapons with his hands, and seeing this, Zhu Ying attacked him with poison and started running from there himself, but he crashed into the door just as Wang Ling was coming out, while Zhu Fang had defeated even more guards outside. But when he was leaving from there, he saw a dog in front, and he tried to play with it, but Froggy bit him, so he threw it away. But then he realized that that dog had absorbed his spiritual force, and also sucked his life energy. Just then, Froggy came into his real form and attacked him with a powerful attack. Zhu Fang tried to run from there, but his backbone broke, and he could not escape Froggy's attack. While another ninja, whose name was Zhu Jia, had also reached the school, and using his invisibility skill, he had reached there, hiding, and was charging a powerful attack of his hammer so that he could destroy the whole school in a single attack. But just then, Wang reached there to claim his gift, and he asked him what he was doing there. After this, Wang was leaving from there taking his packet, so Zhu Yan thought that he was just talking about his package, and he had not seen him yet. But Wang said, no, I was talking to you only. I have not seen a useless ninja like you till today. Hearing this, Zhu Jian got angry, and he attacked Wang with his full strength, but nothing happened to Wang, and conversely, his hammer itself broke, and his internal organs got damaged, and when Wang was dragging him somewhere, Zhuo reached there and said, Master, I will not forget you this time. But Wang cast a new spell on him this time, making him think that he had killed this assassin, and when the rest of the students came there, Wang acted that he was injured, and Zhuo told everyone that he got injured during the attack and needed a doctor. While after this, for many days, Wang Ling pretended to be sick and stayed at home, and Sun was worried about him, so she used her contacts to send the best doctors to him, and also sent a healing machine for him, and his mother brought food for him and said, for how many days will you keep acting? It has been 10 days now. Just then, Wang's friends arrived there, and Sun started giving him a huge injection so that he would get well. But Wang said, I'm perfectly fine, and immediately came out of bed. And after this, they all sat at one place and started preparing to give their spiritual power test. And first of all, he went forward, and he formed his spiritual force outside his body in the form of a ball. And Hao said that this is entrance, about the same as the entrance exam. So why are these people testing again? Chen said that this is the force which is outside our body. Visualizing your force outside your body is quite difficult, and it takes a lot of training, because through this, you can mold your spiritual power into any shape. While in another high school, too many students were measuring their spiritual force. When Ling Zhang tested his force, his score came 1950. Seeing this, all the students felt that he was absolutely useless and not even worthy of sitting with them. So their leader Tank stood up and started showing his power to everyone. When he was visualizing his spiritual force, very strong wind started blowing all around, and the numbers in the system kept increasing until he reached the top, and all the students started cheering for him. While on the other side, Hao had made just a small ball, and in exchange for this shameful result, he wanted to embrace death straight away. Sun said that she would give her test some other time because she was afraid that she might destroy the whole house, but both the guys convinced her to give her test right now. When she finished giving her test, the system put her in the second position. Seeing this, people of Faction 59 were also surprised after this. It was Wang Wang Ling's turn. The poor guy thought that he had not prepared for this, but somehow he would survive, so he created his sphere outside the Earth, because when that sphere was tiny, it almost blew his friends away from there. The sphere Wang created was almost as big as the Earth, and the system showed his score as null. Everyone started thinking, what does this null mean? Is his score 0? But the system put him straight to the top when the people of Chase Faction 59 saw this. They thought that there must be some glitch in the system, because they had never heard the name of this Wang Ling. When Wang's friends were leaving from there, Hao was saying that his score was very low, so he would hack the system and increase it. After which, when Hao was hacking the system, Wang was sitting right next to him. Wang wanted Hao to decrease his score. Hao used a password formation scroll, and by casting a spell in the whole room, tried to find the password. But even after doing all this, he could not find the password. But Wang said that the password was just those 8 stars, you son of a donkey, while Faction 59 people also hacked the system. But even there, they could not find Wang Ling's real score, and they noticed that another student had hacked this system, while Hao noticed that Tank was in second place and remembered that. How he used to bully him in school. But just then, the system's alarm started ringing, and before the system could detect them, they started coming out of there. But just then, some students reached that room, and they told him that Tank's name in the system had changed. Hao had changed his name to Tank Birdie, and seeing this, all the students started laughing, while that girl said that maybe we could meet Faction 60 students in the sword competition next month, and Tank was also waiting impatiently for that time, so that he could humiliate them the next day. Ju Kong was showing everyone's scores to another teacher. She was surprised to see Wang Ling at the very top and said he is below average in class and always remains silent. How did he reach number 1 at the national level? Ju Kong said that this time we have 2 students who are in the top 10, but they're very first. Match is against Faction 59. In the last 100 years, they have had matches with Faction 59 24 times, but out of those they lost 23 times, and 1 time was a draw. And that draw happened 10 years ago because of Master Zhu. While they had to select 5 students to send to the competition, but they had only 4 students worthy of sending. So Master Zhu said, here is the 5th student. He said that spiritual beasts have participated in the competition before, but the teacher said that he was an exchange student from the spiritual world, and he had transformed into human form. So Zhuo used transformation magic on him, but seeing his face, everyone got scared. So Zhuo said, okay, it is not necessary for him to transform either after this. The teacher said that he still could not participate in the competition because he had not participated in the spiritual pressure test. So Zhuo started testing his spiritual force and told him that if you win the competition, I will set you free. Froggy's power was detected as 5,000, and he reached the 2nd position straight away after this. All the students reached home after school, and at night the teacher told everyone that they all had been selected for the sword competition, and they had 3 days to prepare their spiritual sword. After this, one by one, all students started showing their swords, and as everyone knew, Sun Rong's sword was the best, and even her family had made 13 such swords, so that if her sword got damaged, she could use another one. Hao said that Froggy is a dog. Where would he get a sword from? But Froggy also sent a photo with his sword, but Wang Ling had not shown his sword yet, so everyone asked him if he even had a sword or not. Wang Ling said that yes, I have it. He went to the basement to get his sword, but just then the sword's spirit started coming out of the box, and he quickly pushed it back into the box. While on the other side, the teacher was telling Tank that there were only 4 members in his team. Tank said that our 5th member was that person. What are you saying? Do you really want to use that person even now, no matter what happens? We cannot lose this year. Well, that is fine too. If we use that person, then we can never lose this year. But wait a second, who is that person? While that girl had reached somewhere, and an other student whose name was Bufang was beating someone up, and this was the same person they were talking about using. The next day, Wang was showing his sword to his friends, but everyone felt that it was quite small. Just then teachers reached there and told them that they would stay at Faction 59's school until the competition started. Just then, the teacher saw that Wang had not brought any luggage with him. This was because Wang had no intention of taking part in the competition. He would just go and make an excuse of illness and come back. But just then, a guy came and told Zhuo something, and we see that Shadow, Faction's leader, was chasing that bus. While inside the bus, that same spirit was coming out of Wang's sword again and again, but Wang pushed it back every time, after which they reached Faction 59, and they were welcomed by Faction 59's director, Mrs. Jai. Jai and Pan used to be very good friends earlier, but now there was enmity between them. So Jai, instead of meeting the teacher, went to Sun Rong and said that she must be helping a lot in your school's budget, right? And started insulting Pan, after which Miss Pan also started insulting her students, saying that all your students were bullies and illiterate who had only strength, but everyone's brains were in their knees. But just then Jai attacked Wang. Wang immediately immediately fell on the ground and started acting hurt. But this was not an attack, but a way to check force value. Just then, that spirit came out and told Wang that his amulet was about to break. And at that same moment, that amulet broke, and there was a huge explosion there, and fire kept coming out of his amulet for a long time. Wang asked the spirit why he did not tell him earlier. The spirit said that he was coming to tell him, but he kept suppressing him again and again, and he also only had strength, and his brains were in his knees after the explosion ended. Everyone started thinking how this happened. Jai also could not understand how this could happen because she had just checked his level. Wang was laid on a stretcher and taken inside the school. And Sun also started following him, but Tank stopped her and asked her if she remembered his beautiful face. But because he did not move out of her way, Sun punched him, but Isha stopped her just then. Wang Ling's body started burning with fire just then. Jai came and saved him by wrapping him in a cloth, and he was quickly taken inside for treatment. Sun took out her sword in anger and attacked Tank, but the teacher caught her sword and told her to control her emotions while that fire was set by Bufang. When Wang was taken to the medical room for treatment, he saw that he had disappeared from there, while Wang was looking for a way to get out of the school, and his amulet was slowly getting even weaker. He called his dad and told him that the amulet was about to break his father, leaving everything behind. Started from there to help Wang, while Miss Jai showed the gym to all students, and started telling everyone about the competition's rules. This would be a 5 versus 5 competition. There were 5 altars in the whole field. The more altars you occupied, the more your score would increase, and whichever team had the highest score would win. Just then, Hao said that. There were only 4 members in their team. How would they participate like this? Just then, their 5th member made a cool entry from the water, and in a short while, he came behind Sun and offered her a rose and said that if you accepted my rose, then I could defeat these things on your behalf. Just in return, I wanted a one-night stand. Hearing this, Chen went to attack him, but Bufang easily threw him away. But Chen did not give up and again went to attack him. But this time, Bufang beat him up very badly and finally slammed him on the ground. But Chen stood up again, and he remembered his father's words that wherever the Chen family saw injustice happening, they always fought it. He went to fight him, covered in his flaming aura this time, but Bufang made his hand disappear first and threw him away. But at that same time, Wang came and caught him and also healed his hand. Just then, Bufang came flying and attacked Wang, but Wang took his punch and, ignoring him, started walking away from there, and he handed Bufang's flower to Sun. When did he take this, master? If you say, I will dispose of it, Wang said. No, stay calm right now. After this, Jai asked everyone to go to their preparation room, while the Shadow Faction's leader had also reached there. While Zhuo also, after deep thinking, decided that he would also go to Faction 59, while Wang left from there to get noodles, while the leader of those assassins, whose name was Zhang, was following them. Just then, Bufang came behind her and asked, Queen of Beauty, what are you doing here? Zhang said that I am doing cleaning. I am from the cleaning department. Bufang said, do not lie. I know that you are not from Faction 59, and will you be my girlfriend? Seeing this guy reminds me of Nitesh, but she rejected him and left saying that Bufang is too old. Hey, you old hag, who are you fooling? But Zhang hit him on his face with an invisible punch, and he went flying backwards. Bufang was also happy for this fight because finally he would fight a strong opponent, and he summoned a lot of dark energy so that he could finish that girl in a single attack. But Zhang suppressed his attack just with her fingers and made it disappear at that same time. Wang was also coming with his noodles when he saw that a different kind of BDSM was going on here, and before anyone could know anything, she tied both boys and threw them on the roof. Just then, an old man arrived there, and both were thinking that they would throw both these boys down. Just then, the spirit said, Master, control your emotions. The seal is about to break, and due to Wang's anger, the weather all around became stormy. Seeing this, the spirit said, Master, free noodles are being distributed inside the school. Hearing this, Wang's anger calmed down. That old man cut some of Bufang's hair and gave it to Jiang Bu. Fang also came to the office and told everyone that Wang Ling had been kidnapped. This was actually Jiang, while the real Bufang and Wang were still tied on the roof. That old man said that she would use your face just for a short while, after which you would be finished to stay alive. Bufang said that he always wanted to join the Shadow Faction. If you untie me, then I will tell you everything you want to know. But that old man said that only Jiang can open this binding rope. Hearing this, Bufang said, then why did she bring a lowly old man like you here? That old man attacked him, and it passed very close to him, and Bufang started seeing the deaths of his coming 7 generations right in front of him. Bufang did not understand that actually that old man was very powerful, while on the other side, Jiang, who was in Bufang's disguise, told everyone how she caught Wang Ling and took him away, and how he escaped and came back. Zhuo said that surely she must be Shadow Faction's leader, Jiang, and on Tank's request, Isha started detecting the spiritual force of more people inside the school. As soon as they found out those people's location, Sun's bodyguards caught caught her and took her away from there so that they could keep her safe, but she beat them up and came back to save Wang Ling while the rest of her friends also got ready to fight along with her, and they all left from there to save. Wang Zhai told her students, "Go follow them and find out how strong they are." Bu Fang told Wang, "Hey, I know you are not using your power. I have seen your real strength." But Wang was sleeping peacefully. Just then, that old man started moving towards them, and Bu Fang was screaming for help. Just then, that old man kicked him, and Bu Fang fell to the lower floor. At that same time, Sun and her security guards were running towards the building, and right in front of their eyes, Wang was tied to a cross and was being hoisted higher. All bodyguards went to attack the old man, but he, in a single move, defeated everyone after this. That old man also went to unleash his full power and pointed a light towards the sky. That light started rotating in a circle in the sky, and night started being summoned from that light. But as soon as they started moving forward, Sun also cast a light and destroyed that circle. After this, Sun was flying in the air, and many swords were also levitating around her. She was able to stop the old man's attack with great difficulty, but in a short while, he overpowered her, and she started getting crushed to the ground by the force of gravity. But just then, time rewound, and Wang did this. He laughed looking at that old man, and after freeing himself, tied him to the pole. But to take credit for this thing too, Master Zhuo had reached there, while Zhang was angry seeing all this, because immortals had arrived here, and she could not do anything, while Wang asked his spirit to keep Bu Fang right there. He thought that if he did this, then the sword competition would not happen, but this did not happen at all, because Zhang had already reached there, taking Bu Fang's form. Wang could not understand how he came out after this. The competition was started, and all of their phones were taken away, and everyone was told that they could not fly higher than 5 meters. After this, everyone through the crystal was entering the competition area, but just then Wang's dad came running there. He wanted to change his amulet, but by the time he reached there, Wang Ling left from there. After this, Pan and Zhuo came to meet them, and Wang's father told Zhuo everything about the amulet. Meanwhile, all students had reached the competition venue. Isha said that Bu Fang's spiritual force had changed from before, and she was unable to locate him. So Tank told her that if she met him, then remain careful. Isha detected the location of all students of Faction 60, but when they found out that they could not even sense Wang's presence, then a teammate of theirs set out to defeat him first. But just then, Tank stabbed his sword into Hao, and he dodged him and ran away from there. But they all did not chase him because they had just 3 altars to capture to win. While Liang was passing through the forests, he saw Hao. Hao thought that Faction 59 had all strong members, and I have lost a decoy too. And because he is going after Wang, maybe he is not that strong, and Hao also started following him. Just then, there was an announcement that Faction 59 had captured an altar. Hearing this, Chen also went to capture an altar, but just then a cut appeared on his face. After that, a very strong wind blew, and all the leaves passed over him. Just then, he was thinking exactly how to capture the altar. Isha told him from behind that he would have to put the sword into that altar and wait for 10 seconds. Chen told her that boys do not fight girls, and I give you 3 chances to attack me because you helped me. But just then, Chen started hitting himself and started slamming his head on the ground. Isha revealed that her spell could catch prey and control their nervous system. On the other hand, Bu Fang and Froggy were fighting. Bu Fang attacked him, but Froggy absorbed his spiritual force. After this, Froggy hid, and Bu Fang started going towards the altar, while Wang was lying on the ground while Liang reached there, but he left him just like that and started going to capture the altar at that same time. Froggy also reached there. He wanted to absorb even more spiritual force during their fight, but just then, Wang stood up, and Liang went to attack him, but Hao's spell came flying towards him and slashed him, after which the fight between Hao and Liang started, while on the other side, Sun was capturing an altar, but at that same time, she dodged a sword attack, and she threw her sword too, which transformed into a sword spirit. Now, Tank also came in front of her with his sword spirit. Tank tried to convince her to leave her rotten teammates and come to their side, but Sun attacked him, and she asked her spirit to attack him, but Tank easily destroyed her attack. Just then, they found out that Faction 59 had captured 3 altars. Bu Fang told Tank that he had defeated Froggy and captured this altar. Sun asked him how he knew where Froggy was. Tank said that. You forgot, Isha can detect people's location. Just then, an announcement was made that Faction 59 had captured another altar. Sun converted her sword spirit back into a sword, and she was about to attack Tank when Tank released his snow powers, and he started freezing all the water around them. Sun went to attack him speedily, but Tank's spirit stopped her after this. They both kept fighting very fast, and their fight moved from the river to the bridge. Just then, the ice around Sun exploded, and the fake Bu Fang reached there. He was about to attack Sun when something flew over their heads, and because of it, strong winds started blowing all around them. Seeing this, this, both of them understood that an enemy even more dangerous than Sun was waiting for them while taking advantage of this Sun left from. Their Tank said that I know that you are not Bufang. Go for now and find Sun after this. Tank captured this altar, but as soon as their score became 5, it suddenly became 4-1, meaning Faction 60 had snatched an altar from them. But before this incident, Liang and Hao got tired fighting each other. Just then, Liang kicked Wang and said, how did they send a useless person like you here? Seeing this, Hao got angry and he started attacking Liang even faster. But Liang kept slashing all his attacks at that same time. Wang's energy started releasing, and seeing this opportunity, Froggy reached to consume that energy, but Wang had done this on purpose because in a short while, his energy would have released automatically, but now Froggy was helping him control it. After this, they both combined. But seeing this, Liang said that you are still only level 5. I have never seen a loser like you till today. But just then, Wang touched his sword, due to which it shattered into pieces, and when he placed his hand on his shoulder, he went flying miles away, and in this way they had captured their first altar while Jai was putting Zhu Kong under her love spell, and asked him if he had taught them this human and beast hybrid trick to woo the beautiful girl Zhu. Kong also said yes. Isha told Tank that Wang had combined with the dog, and he was near the fire altar just then. There was an announcement that Faction 60 had captured the fire altar too. After this, Wang went to Chen, and after picking Chen up, he captured this altar too. And in this way, the score became 3-2. Seeing this, Chen became happy, and Chen was seeing Wang smile for the first time. While seeing this, tears came into his father's eyes too. But just then, the score became 4-1. Wang understood that they all had captured the previous altars again. So if he wanted to win this, then he had to capture all altars at once. So Wang started releasing his energy. Wang wanted to reach all altars simultaneously with his speed, but all teachers said that even if he did that, he would still have to wait for 10 seconds to capture every altar. Just then, Sun told Chen that Hao and I are together, and we have an advantage, and that is Wang hearing this. Wang blushed, thinking, since when did you become like this? Sun told all of them that we would have to capture all altars together, and defend it for a few seconds until we were declared winners. Sun and Hao started going towards the fire altar, where Hao reached there using Sun like a surfboard, and he started teasing the opponent there. Taking advantage of this, Sun went from behind to capture the altar, but just then he found out about this and started going inside the altar. At that same time, Hao attacked him, but he accidentally fell down, and that attack hit Hao, due to which she moved back from the altar. Before Sun could recover, Tank reached there and shouted at his teammate to go quickly and capture it. Hao created a stone wall in front of him, but he broke it and went inside. Sun started fighting him by summoning many swords, and when she went to capture the altar, Tank's sword spirit came and broke her sword. Fatty said that, sir, your plan is working. He punched him and said my plan was to win by 5-0, but no problem. We will win by 4-1. Hearing this, Sun understood his plan. He had sent Isha to keep an eye on Wang, so that if Wang went from there, she could capture his altar, and the remaining teammates would capture the rest of the altars. Sun said that to win, we would have to capture this altar, and Chen would have to defend his altar from Bufang. Bufang was fighting with Chen and called him a coward, while in a scene from the past, we see that his father also called him a coward, and said that no one like you was ever born in our family. Chen was just dodging his attacks, while Zhang got worried because everyone was watching her, and she could not use her full power. Just then, she noticed the tree leaves, which were made of metal, after which she mixed the leaves in her attack and attacked Chen. At that same time, we see a scene from the past, where when his father attacked him, but his sword flew back because Chen had created a barrier to save himself from him, while in the present, Chen was trying his best to avoid his attack, while on the other side, Sun told Hao to go back and she would fight them alone. Hao went back and kept his sword in his hand. Tank said that when you had 7 swords, you could not defeat me. Now you have 5 left. But Sun said that only 1 sword is enough to defeat you, and she started fighting with his spirit, while Hao was trying to summon his blades. Spirit, while Chen had lost, but he was still trying to stop Bufang, while on the other hand, the spirit was overpowering. Sun Tank came to her and said that you should accept defeat, but just then, a firebird appeared in front of him. This was Hao's sword spirit, whose name was Fire Phoenix, and to summon this a sword spirit, sacrifice was needed, for which Sun sacrificed her sword spirit. Just then, the phoenix attacked all of them, and there was a massive explosion. Chen started crying because he could not accept defeat. He did not want that. His friends would lose because of him, and as soon as Bufang was capturing the altar, Chen stood up again with his new power. He broke his shield and threw his sword down. Seeing all this, Zhang got angry, and she came into her real form and attacked him, while we see a scene from some time ago as soon as the announcement was made that on the altar of fire, Faction 60 had captured it. Isha started running from there, but just then, Faction 60 captured the altar of wood too, and the altar of wood was captured by Wang Ling, and the one she was watching for so long was Froggy. While Isha's powers did not work on him, because her power only works on humans, while in the present Sun was unable to contact Chen. While seeing Faction 60's score, all teachers were very happy, but Wang's father was worried after this. Wang went to capture another altar, but he started feeling afraid that if he inserted the sword, then due to excitement, all his powers would be unleashed since childhood. He had kept all his emotions suppressed, because if his emotions ever came out, then all his negative energy would be released. But due to the moments spent with his friends and Sun, his emotions started coming out now, and he was unable to control them now. He was about to remove his hand from the sword when Sun came there and stopped him, and his emotions came under control by the chains of love. Wang smiled again and started blushing in front of Sun. But at that same time, Jiang extracted Sun's soul from her body. Wang tried to catch her soul, but it disappeared right from his hands. Seeing this, Wang lost control over himself and his amulet also broke. Wang went to kill Jiang, but at that same time, Froggy came and stopped time. But this was also not enough to stop Wang, and he pulled Jiang and punched her. Jiang said, "That, so it was you who was protecting Sun. But now all this is of no use. She is dead." And she kept attacking Wang. But this increased Wang's anger even more, and he started beating her very badly. And when she fell on the ground, he punched her there too, due to which the surrounding ground also broke. After this, he threw her again into the sky and gathered the surrounding stones and attacked her, due to which there was an explosion in front of him. He gathers his strength to kill her, and when she falls to the ground, he was about to destroy the whole world along with her. But when she says that Wang Ling is exactly like her, Wang stops, and remembering Sun starts leaving from there. Wang tries to revive Sun with his power, but nothing happens. Froggy tells him that Jiang has extracted her soul from her body, but her body is still warm and she is breathing, so do not be crazy. She is dead, and you cannot bring her back to life either. Her body is warm because I have stopped time, but as soon as time moves again, she will die. Wang was ready to do anything to save her. He is ready to sacrifice all his powers too, just to bring Sun back to life. Froggy says that if you want, you can restart your life. After this, Wang gathers all his powers and wants to change the past so that the future can change. Froggy warns him that changing the future is against the laws of nature, and because of this, he might lose all his powers too. Froggy and Wang merge, and Froggy says that I have lived for thousands of years, but today I am putting my life in danger for you. And when they use their power, he was going to school for the first time again in this new world where those bullies started bothering him. But this time, instead of Sun Chen and Hao save him, and just like Wang had given money to Sun, he starts giving money to them too. But then he thinks, why am I doing this? And in class 2, Sun feels that Sun is in front, but he sees that it is some other girl on the way after school. He sees Sun wrong and he starts chasing the car, but she was not Sun wrong, but someone else. Wang was living a peaceful life like he always wanted, but due to the combination of Wang's space power and Froggy's time power, they have created a new world. And this new world is absorbing everything from the old world, and this old world is about to be destroyed while in the underworld Sun. Wrong's soul reaches, and the new monarch of that world is sitting there seeing her. She says, is she related to someone important? Wait a second, could this be Master's? And when they test her DNA, it matches 99%. Seeing this, they all get scared and start telling her that this is nothing. This is just a dream. A short while after this, that girl was saying that she is Master's descendant. The other guy says, hurry up, otherwise that boy will destroy all 3 worlds. After this, they quickly send Sun's soul back, seeing her alive. The sword spirit's eyes remain wide open. He tells Sun whatever happened here and says that Master was behaving very differently this time, and he created a whole new world for you. If he is not stopped quickly, then this world will be destroyed while in this new world. Wang Ling is with his friends at the same place where he had come on a date with Sun Rong, and he suddenly starts crying. And for now, even he could not understand why exactly he is sad while taking the sword. Sun attacks Wang Ling's world, and dodging all things, she stabs the sword into Wang. As soon as this happens, all memories about Sun come back to Wang, and Chen says, go. She is waiting for you in this way. Sun pulls Wang Ling out of here, and time rewinds again, and reaches that moment when Jiang was about to come into her real form, but this time when she was going to attack Chen. Wang slaps her into the ground and captures the last altar, and in this way, Faction 60 wins. Just then, Sun arrives there and wants to say something to Wang, but just then, media comes there and starts bothering her. While in the scene of the past, we see that using his power, Wang was unable to restore the world again. Froggy says that you worked against nature, so to fix all this, same rules will not apply. If you want to restore this world again, you will have to use these. Your sword attack has separated the space and time of the world we created. You can reverse the timeline using these, but this will not be like normal time travel, and Sun Rong will forget whatever happened here. But Sun says that I do not care about this. At least we will save the world, and my feelings will not change, no matter which world I am in. And Wang reverses the timeline with his power. While in the present, Wang's father comes. Froggy says, you know, right? If you put on this amulet, then your emotions will be sealed again, and your relationship with Sun Rong will not be able to progress. Wang says that I want peace in the world, and his dad puts the amulet on him, while the immortals wake up and catch. Zhang and Mrs. Jai start scolding the students for losing. So we end part 1 here for its part. Subscribe to the video, and for more such videos, like the channel.